Hey everyone, welcome back to Showdown Quickies, and this time we're still doing VGC. I have a completely new, different team here. I believe the person that made this team is called Scar. I'm not sure. As I said last time, I have in the description the link where I got all the teams, or so far the two teams so far. And this team's a bit interesting for me because I see that it has both Kyogre and Gyarados. I didn't know that that was like viable options, but then again, I don't know jack shit about BGC. But as you can see, we finally have ourselves a Mega Kangaskhan, which is great. We have a Cresselia and a Amoonguss, which is really weird because I didn't really picture them as sort of Pokemon I see a lot in VGC, but that's the thing about VGC is that unlike Smogon, where everything's split up into tiers, you kind of see relatively the same things. I used to say that a lot about VGC because you usually relatively see at least the same two legendaries. Usually, just Kyogre and Gyarados, and then Rayquaza, which just destroys everything because it's crazy powerful and it doesn't need an item to Mega Evolve. Yeah, I just thought it was just that, and then just a bunch of other random legendaries, and just the usual like stuff that I would see in either Ubers or an OU. But a lot of people do a lot of different things, which is interesting. Like we have here a Hitmontop and a Raichu, and I have a fucking Amoonguss. But there's also a couple other things that I've noticed in the difference between this and battles under Smogon rules is, for example, there's no sleep clause, which really just like blew my fucking brains out. The battle before, because some guy had a Musharna, and he was just using hypnosis, and on the second one he put both my Pokemon to sleep, and I was like, wait, is that even legal? So needless to say, I have Spore. Let's go see how this goes. I start off with my Kangaskhan and my Tornadus. He goes ahead and he starts off with a actually wait. Hold on a minute. There we go. Just trying to turn off the music and see if I can just have the music but have the Pokemon cries, but whatever, doesn't matter. I have Kangaskhan, Tornadus, he has Hitmontop and Kyogre. Hitmontop uses Intimidate to lower attack. He Primal Evolves into Primal Kyogre. I Mega Evolve into my Kangaskhan, hit that thing with a Fake Out. Don't do all that much damage. Hits my Tornadus with a Fake Out. Doesn't do too much damage either, but both Tornadus and Kyogre flinch, so they can't do anything this turn. Following that, Kyogre uses Protect. I go for a Hurricane on Hitmontop just to get that thing the hell away from here. I went for a Double Edge on Kyogre just to do some decent damage, but the Protect cancels that out. He goes here into his Gengar. He Mega Evolves right away. I felt that something was coming, so I hit that thing with a Taunt. He was actually going for the Will-O-Wisp, but it didn't matter. I also went for the Sucker Punch just in case he went for a different move. But I get hit with an Origin Pulse, because I kind of forgot about the Kyogre. So down goes Tornadus, and then I bring out my Amoonguss. Following that, I hit Gengar with a Sucker Punch. Doesn't do a lot of damage, shockingly, but I guess that's just because I lost a little bit of attack. Hits my Kangaskhan with a Sludge Bomb, and down goes Kangaskhan. And then he hits my Amoonguss with his Kyogre with an Ice Beam. It does a shit ton of damage. I put that thing to sleep with a Spore, and I switch out into my own Kyogre here, who Primary Evolves and makes Heavy Rain even rain heavier. So, Kyogre's there, fast asleep. I use Rage Powder to draw the Sludge Bomb to me. I'm not sure what else he was going to do, but I just went for that anyways, because I figured I might as well use it, because it's a weird move. So I go for an Origin Pulse, take down the Gengar. He switches out into his Rayquaza here. Uses Dragon Set, does a shit ton of fuck damage on my Kyogre. I go for an Ice Beam with Kyogre and Rayquaza. Does enough to bring it pretty much dead, except to have the Sash on. Then I use my Spore to put that thing to sleep. Then both of his Pokemon are asleep, thankfully, or at least Kyogre, or Rayquaza is. I go for an Origin Pulse, get rid of Rayquaza, and then Kyogre wakes up on his side of the field, hits my Amoonguss with an Ice Beam, and at this point I thought, well, I'm shit out of luck. But for whatever reason, he actually goes for an Ice Beam instead. I go for an Origin Pulse. Why do I keep saying that so weird? Origin Pulse, and that does way more damage, and boom, down goes the Kyogre. So, I ended up winning the battle. Wasn't the greatest battle I had, but I thought it was pretty interesting because at least I won one for once, and I didn't think I did horrible. It's just hard to gauge how I'm doing in VGC, just because and I also don't know what a good battle is, just because they're so quick. I don't fucking know, man.
Stay fresh.
He moves onward without pause until the day he completes his great quest.